Hi everyone, welcome to Wealthy Mindset. My name is Oliver. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys are having a great day wherever you're at. And today I'm going to be analyzing the BlackBerry Stock in terms of trading day February 16th to give you guys what kind of play could happen in terms of lows and highs for that trading day. Also, if you're interested in terms of the overall stock market as to will we be seeing a crash in the near future, I made a video about that. It's going to pop up here or at the end of the video as well if you want to check it out. I think it's really awesome in terms of information and so on and so forth and viewpoints. Also, quick disclaimer like always, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not a professional, so please do your own due diligence and research before buying and selling. I do own shares in BlackBerry and I've been holding for 6 years, so I'm a long-term investor. So the last trading day we closed off at $13.04. We do have this awesome support line that I've showed in the past, dating back since October 2020. You can see a back test here, and we're going to the upside. So like worst case scenario, if we drop down, well, worst case scenario, we could break through this resistance support line. But I think ultimately, if we go through down through these support lines, we're just going to come back down to the support line, bounce back up to the upside. But before we go there, we have these awesome support lines happening. So the support line dates back from February 2nd. It's been going up. We have another support line happening here. I'll explain these lines, but the line ends right about here. I just drew these lines because I'm going to explain. So we have a downward trend resistance line dating back from the $28, $29 spike up Robinhood incident. And it's been going down. You can see all these points right here, touch points, so on and so forth. We broke it, bounced up to the upside. So everything's good. And if you're worried about the Robinhood stuff and the short selling, I would say don't worry, because if you go back to 2020 December 30th, the short interest positions were about 7 to 8 to 9%, roughly give or take. But as of January 30th, 2021, the short position interest dropped down to 3 to 4%. So pretty much halved. So that's good. That means the people who thought that this company is worth shorting don't believe it's worth shorting anymore. They believe it's going to go to the upside because there's fundamentals to back it up and so on and so forth. Or another like devil's advocate, if you want to say, is they don't see a good potential for shorting this company in general. They're thinking to the downside is not much profitable, regardless if there is fundamentals or not fundamentals. So there's that. Now, what I think is going to happen for trading day February 16th is I think we're going to go to the upside. MACD lines in the positive. We bounced above both moving averages for the most part, at least the low moving average. So we're above both of them. We have a support line forming. MACD line bounced up even more from the positive. You can see that bounce there too. That's reflected. So what's going to happen is I think we're going to go up, consolidate around this $13.30, maybe even hit $13.40 at one point, or 46, 45. But ultimately go up, consolidate, go here at the support line, bounce off at the 13.42, probably almost midday, go up to the 13.80, 13.90. Ultimately come around here, or around I think when I measured it was like 13.91, break off here, come down to 13.80, consolidate at 13.91. I'm expecting to close at 13.91 tomorrow, 13.97 best case scenario. But if you're super optimistic, there's a lot of resistance around the 13.91, 13.97, even the low 14.02, 14.04. But if you're ultimately way too optimistic, I don't think we're going to go higher than 14.22. But that's just my opinion. If we do go higher than that, I'll comment down below and I'll pin it down below, so that way at least you guys can see it, and I'll let you guys know what the resistance levels are above 14.22 if we end up spiking up. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think ultimately we're probably going to be consolidating around 13.90 for quite a while. Now, if you're not optimistic and you're thinking we're going to go to the downside, we have really good support at the $13 price point. Let me see if I can show you. Like right about here, you can see it bounces off here, $13 for most part, $13, so on and so forth. So I think there's two scenarios. So if you're mediocrely optimistic, I think we're going to go up here, consolidate around 13.30, and then break down, and then just basically consolidate all the way pretty much at the 13.04. Probably close even at, I don't know, let me see. What would we close at? Yeah, 13.02, 13.04, maybe even like 13.40 if you want, like somewhere around there, but $13 for the most part, 13.02, 13.04. Now, if you're not even thinking that's going to happen, we're going to just drop down, consolidate around the 13 price point, and then drop down ultimately down back to the support level at 12.84, 12.88, 12.91, and 12.93 from what I can remember from those support levels. And if you're just thinking it's just going to start going down, the lowest I believe tomorrow is going to happen is around 1244, 1250. Ultimately, I think we're going to close at the 1255, 1256 if you're thinking on to the downside. So just continue right about here and just close. I think 1256, but you could say 12. I don't even think it's going to hit 1260. But sorry about that. 1255, 1256 if you're thinking just completely to the downside. Now, if any of those do happen, or no, if it goes lower than that or higher than what I stated, I'll mention in the comment down below and I'll pin it and I'll mention what the next support levels are to the upside or downside. But I think overall we're relatively looking pretty good. I wouldn't be worried for tomorrow. I'll be excited for tomorrow. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks again for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. If you do like the video, consider giving it a like. It helps out the channel a lot. Thanks again, by the way, for the awesome support. We hit 1,000 subscribers. Again, like always, if you're interested in terms of passive income, mortgages, credit scores, so on and so forth, consider subscribing, and I really appreciate the support. And if you have any questions, comment down below. Don't hesitate to ask any questions. I'll try to answer them as quick as possible, as soon as possible. Thanks again for awesome support, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Also, I'm going to be posting up a video sometime this week in terms of fundamentals for BlackBerry, because there's a lot more that's come up, almost done the video, so be on the lookout for that if you're a BlackBerry investor.